Morning all. Well, last time we spoke it was absolutely freezing, but today it's going to be the hottest day of the year so far. So I'm going to give you a quick look around, see what's been happening in the meantime. As you can see, a bit of a change, all looking good. Beds have been planted out. Here's one here I'm going to show you. This one, can you see? Cabbages and some leeks growing there, very small, but they'll be in the ground for nearly a year and that'll be beautiful. There's the cabbages, and there some beetroot growing. You have to put netting over. Got very hungry pigeons and birds. There's our table and chairs, courtesy of Helen from the Royal Oak, with some peas ready to be planted out. And here we go. Two varieties of potatoes. A bed filled with various kinds of onion, red and white. More cabbages and cauliflowers. Look at all this. Broad beans and elephant garlic there going away, can you see? And this one needs a few weeds pulling out, but I think they are ordinary garlic. And fruit trees, apple and plum, and rhubarb, which is just about popping through now. So, what do you think of that then? We've also got a second plot, and what I'm going to do now is have a walk up there and give you a little guided tour. Plenty of work to be done on it, but it's a slow project and we'll get there. See you in a bit. Welcome back, and welcome to plot A123. It's about 11:30, but blimey, the temperature is really hot. I feel this bald head burning. So yeah, here we are. Look, back in March we acquired plot 123, and it's double in size to the one that we have down at the bottom. The disadvantage is that it's been left standing for a good 2 or 3 years, so nature's taken over quite a bit, and there's an infestation of couch grass that needs digging out, whereas down at the other end there was a lot of sandy soil. This is on a line of clay, which makes it prone to waterlogging in the winter. So let's have a little look then. Here we are. We've got just this little gate and a fence. Don't know really why it's there, because when you get 10 feet down there's no fence. I think the idea is that there's muntjac deer, badgers and all sorts of mammals and other things that have a liking for eating what's grown on the allotment. So people try to erect fences to keep them out. I don't think it does a lot of good myself. So look, there's that couch grass, thick, heavy stuff. Takes a bit of digging out, but we'll get there. Now, this is something that a friend of ours gave us, and it's basically, when people say deny the fact that Britain has an obesity problem, that is proof that we do, because that was a swinging bench that the lady sitting on it managed to snap in half because of her weight. So I managed to purloin that, and it's going to be turned into a runner bean frame. So here we are, look. So I've started to dig that out. Heading back in. Okay, there you are, see, digging out. Now this is the couch grass, look. Thick, horrible, matty stuff. Luckily the roots don't go down too far, so we can get it out. Again, work in progress, look. This is the sort of thing we're not going to rush, because if we do we'll get bored, fed up. So we're taking it steadily. So there's some rhubarb, look. More rhubarb. Can't get enough of that. And because of the waterlogging problem, we're using raised beds just to raise the level of the soil slightly, so that the water can't penetrate too far. Loads of bark chipping, look. And in there, strawberries. Now, look at this. Because we're going to spend some time up here, we're going to make ourselves as comfortable as possible. So we've made a bit of a decking, look. We've also put 2 extra panes of glass in to let more light into the shed. We acquired that shed, that came with the allotment. And here we are, look. Anybody fancy sitting there with a nice glass of chilled white wine or cider or beer? You're welcome to join us. And here's the shed, look, inside we go. All manner of goodies in there. A flask of coffee. No beer just yet, it's far too hot. Going round the back. Water butts. Yet to be fitted. These trees I have on very good authority are either plum or damson trees. So there we are. I'll be getting a bit of jam out of that in the near future. So there we are, look, like I say, welcome to, we'll keep you posted on progress on this, but we're not going to break our necks. We've got a perfectly good allotment down the bottom that's yielding produce already, so we'll take this steadily and do it bit by bit. Thanks for watching.